We're talking about the strategy of how you're deploying your housing budget. And I know this is a sort of a roundabout way, guys, but this is the ball game. What we're talking about is strategy, not savings. If I show you a superior strategy where there's no upfront cost, we're gonna move the money from where you're paying it now over to what you're gonna be paying it in the future. If we can do that and still be within, say, 50 or $100 a month of what you're doing now, wouldn't having that superior strategy in this long-term game be something that would be terrific for your family? And that's going to become your thinking. You have to know that it is. It absolutely is.
Absolutely.
So whether you're walking a customer through this, or it's just the fact that you know it and you can transmit it to them with confidence and conviction, that's what's going to make the difference. But I'm going to tell you, you are going to struggle. You're going to struggle because you were the ones looking at these proposals 6 months ago and a year ago, and you knew the payment was $30, $50, $60 less, and it was generating maybe a positive cash flow most of the time. And now maybe the positive cash flow is really too small to talk about, or maybe it's not even a positive cash flow. Maybe it looks like for a very short period of time to be negative cash flow. That's going to be the problem. You are the problem. You need to change your thinking. When I was trying to sell solar to people that didn't sense inflation at all because it was 2, 3, 4%, it just didn't even occur to them. They didn't believe me when I showed them a 25-year spreadsheet and their power doubling in 15 years. I had to demonstrate that. I had to make it real to them. I had to point out that when my kids were in high school, which is about a dozen years ago, it was $5 to go to the movies, and now it's $15 to go to the movies. That's what happens every 10, 15 years. The price of stuff doubles with normal inflation, which we don't have now. We don't have normal inflation. So we're going to bring people through these two strategies. There's a renting strategy and an ownership strategy. There's the utility strategy, which is renting, and that's what we're bringing together. We're making that an absolute, just an idea in their head that now becomes true. It is true. If you are a utility customer, you are renting your power equipment. As opposed to if you are a solar customer, you are in an ownership strategy. You own the equipment. I'm going to say that in one mouth, but in the same time, I'm also going to put everybody sort of on notice that you should probably be also looking at leasing strategies again, because leasing strategies are not experiencing the same increases that loans are doing. That may catch up later, but for right now, leasing is all of a sudden looking more attractive. But still the idea of acquiring your own power plant. When you go to a car dealership, you acquire a car. You're not calling Uber every time you got to go to the drugstore, every time you go to the grocery. You're not renting a car. You have acquired a car. It's your car. Then the dealer says to you, how do you want to finance this? Do you want to pay cash? Do you want us to put it on a loan? Or do you want us to put it on a lease? It's still your car. You've acquired a car. In this case, you've acquired a solar system and you have a choice now that you're going to do that. Well, how do you want to finance that? Did you want to pay cash, Mr. Customer? Did you want us to put it on a loan? Did you want us to put it on a lease? You've acquired a solar system. That solar system is not coming off of your house. That solar system, whether you paid cash, financed it on a loan, or financed it with a lease, is going to be there for decades. No one's taking that solar system. You've acquired it. And at the end of a 25-year period, you're going to still have that solar system. In fact, then you will own it. Different conversation for a different day of owning versus leasing. But let's just say this is an ownership model. You've acquired a solar system. If you stay a renter, you will be absolutely uncertain as to what your cost for energy is going to be. You don't know what it's going to be in a year. You don't know what it's going to be in 10 years. You don't know what it's going to be in 25 years. One thing we do know is that it's going to be a stupid amount more than it is now.